All right, y'all, we got a video from Matt Cole, how illegal streaming took over sports. Never watched one of his videos, but let's see what this is. I saw it was an interesting title. Let's see how this turns out. Let's go.
Live streaming sports in 2024 is a broken system.
Welcome, everyone, to the very first Fox Sports Live.
Another game time to Bill Cream along.
Welcome to CBS Sports HQ, NBC's coverage of the Premier League.
Live sports are headed
It doesn't make any sense. Why has everyone got a streaming service? It makes it difficult to watch these games.
Remember when it was simple to watch sports? You used to be able to turn on your TV and flick to whatever sports game you wanted to watch. Now, if you want to watch every game, it requires a color-coded spreadsheet, a PhD in sports streaming, and a lot of cash to do so. Even LeBron James watches the NBA on StreamEast, a live sports streaming piracy site. LeBron is famous for being cheap for sure, but he can afford NBA League Pass. Maybe he just didn't want to deal with the hassle of things like blackouts and all the different streaming services that are out there now.
The blackouts are stupid.
How did this happen? How did sports streaming become so fractured and complex? Let's find out.
All right, let's see.
Sports have existed for many reasons, for fitness, fun, military training, but at its core, sports have always been entertainment. And as long as sports competitions have existed, we have wanted to watch them. There's evidence of crowds watching early Olympic Games in Greece, sumo wrestling in ancient Japan, curling in ancient Ireland, gladiator games in Roman Colosseums, and jousting matches in medieval Europe. But importantly, you had to be in person to watch all of those events. This all changed in the year 1911, when more than 1,000 people gathered in Kansas to watch a live broadcast of a football game. After a play happened at a field 150 miles away, it would be relayed via telegraph and then modeled in person on a mechanized replica field to show the fans in attendance. This was huge, the first time that you could follow a sports game and not be there in person. A year later, and sports hit the airwaves in 1912, when a college professor created an experimental radio broadcast, where hams could tune in to listen to the college's home football games. A decade later, a Pittsburgh radio station began broadcasting sports to a commercial audience, first with a boxing match, then with a college football game, and then with a Major League Baseball game, marking the advent of professional sports on broadcast. Naturally,
hey, the radio back in the day, they be going crazy. Oh, but coming down, we're around the side, we're coming down the sideline, we're running down. Now, Stanley at the 40, Stanley at the 50, at the 60, at the 70, at 80, and touchdown. I don't know why I just went off 60, 40, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Television was the next frontier. A 1939 Columbia University baseball game was the first broadcast to the United States. Then college football games and professional games followed shortly after. Sports and television
sold the bag. Sox sold the bag this year and that year.
Together like peanut butter and jelly. Sports are inherently unpredictable and visual, and so putting them on TV meant that viewers always had something interesting to watch. The innovations of color TV and satellite broadcasting further transformed sports into a communal experience, shaping Americans' evenings and social calendars. And in the 1970s and 80s, it was easier than ever to enjoy live sports.
Man, those TVs. Oh my God. I remember folks had like a mad old TV. That thing was big, bulky. You went up to the screen, that thing was straight glass. I'm talking. Straight glass, bro. It was thick glass too. It was so weird, but you can actually you could taste the static. I don't know if that's a good thing, but you can literally taste the static. If you went up to the TV, you taste it.
All you had to do was look through your TV guide, see.
I wish they had that now, because if LeBron popped on the screen, I'm trying to get the king in me.
At what time and on what channel the game would be on, and tune into one of the major channels available to everyone, like ABC, CBS, or NBC. Then in 1979, a new player entered the game that would change sports broadcasting forever. Its impact? Well, let's just say it's the reason that you're probably paying for 5 different subscriptions right now.
I'm gonna get on
the first dedicated sports channel, ESPN, launched and
we gonna get ESPN.
Initially focused on custom programming like SportsCenter, but it soon secured exclusive rights to the early rounds of March Madness, and then added boxing and the NFL Draft, and in 1987, 8 NFL Sunday games, marking the first time.
Even then, it was straight, because ESPN is widely available too. But now when you got to go, I got to get Prime. I got to get Peacock. I got to get whatever, Paramount. Who the heck is paying for Paramount? Who's paying for that? What do they even got on there? I ain't trying to watch that trash. And you got to get HBO. And you got to get this. And now if you got cable, now you got to buy an extra package. Now so you might as well just get the league pass. Now you got the league pass for the NBA. Now you got to get it for baseball if you watch baseball. If you watch hockey, you got to get the hockey pass. You watch football, oh, now you got to get the football. What is it, NFL Plus or whatever? Get the red zone and the inside the NFL included. All this garbage. It's ridiculous.
That a channel outside the major networks was going to be airing professional sports games. And it was a hit. People loved it. But since
Obviously,
ESPN was only available on cable, this was the beginning of the fragmentation. Additionally, around this time, regional sports networks emerged. For example, Yes Network provides New York City with coverage of the New York Yankees and the Brooklyn Nets. These RSNs slowly but surely pulled coverage away from the national providers. On one hand, providing more in-depth experiences for local fans. On the other, further increasing the fracturing. Then the streaming revolution came, led by Netflix, spurring further fragmentation. ESPN Plus, Amazon Video, Hulu TV, YouTube TV, and Peacock all jumped into the world of sports streaming. And to top it off, the leagues began offering their own packages, like NBA League Pass, MLB TV, NFL Plus.
Look at that. Look at how much you have to have just to be able to watch some games, bro. It's ridiculous, man.
And NFL
Ain't no
Sunday
way they
Ticket.
make more money from this way.
We're seemingly light years away from the old, simple past of watching sports. So.
Now my camera went blurry because they getting mad. I'm talking about it. Don't worry. I got something for y'all. I'm back.
Let's say you live in Boulder, Colorado, and you love two things, hockey and college football.
Fair.
You want to watch Colorado Avalanche games in the spring, CU Boulder football games in the fall, and some of the major sporting events in between. So how can you do that? So first, for the Avalanche games, you're going to need access to the local RSN, Altitude Sports. And it's kind of hard to find a service that carries it. Unfortunately, many of the major networks have dropped it due to network disputes. So your best bet is signing up for DirecTV Stream or Fubo TV. That's one subscription. Next, CU Boulder games are on ESPN.
I'm pretty sure DirecTV Stream it's not going to be here too much longer if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong.
And Fox Sports, and occasionally CBS. For ESPN, let's say you pick YouTube TV as your provider. You're also probably going to need ESPN Plus since they have some exclusive games and you don't want to miss those. The big events like the Super Bowl or the NBA playoffs normally air on the major networks, but sometimes you can only find them on niche channels or streaming exclusives, meaning you might need yet another service like TNT, Paramount Plus, or Amazon Prime Video. In total, you might need at least 4 or 5 subscriptions to cover all your interests.
Ain't gonna happen.
With each service,
ain't gonna happen.
From $10 to $80 a month, you might be looking at $200 a month and a big headache.
$200 a month, man, to watch some sports, it's not even worth it. It's not worth it.
There are 2 main reasons for this fractured and frustrating world: blackouts and exclusivity deals. So imagine paying for a service specifically to watch your favorite team, only to find out that you're not allowed to see their home games. That may sound crazy, but welcome to the world of blackouts. Blackouts were originally produced.
And welcome to the world of blurry cameras as well, bruh. Hey, why does this thing keep going out of focus, man? Focus in on me.
To protect local broadcasters and teams. The thought was that if a game was available on TV in the same market that it was being played in person, then it would deter fans from buying tickets to see the game live. So leagues implemented these blackout rules where games could not be aired in the same place that the game was being played in person.
That's
For
so
a fan,
stupid.
navigating these blackouts can be a headache. Even with multiple subscriptions, you might be still unable to watch the game if it's in your area. Moreover, it's simply confusing what is and isn't blacked out. It's different per region, per location, per team. In Iowa, for example, residents are blacked out from watching 6 different MLB teams, despite being out.
How are you blacked out from watching?
For example, residents are blacked out from watching 6 different MLB teams, despite being hours away from any of their stadiums. So if you want to watch your local team play without buying an expensive in-person ticket, you might be out of luck. The second main culprit is exclusivity deals. In the NFL, for instance, Thursday night games are currently broadcast exclusively by Amazon Prime Video. Then Sunday games are typically split between CBS and Fox, with CBS taking the AFC games and Fox taking the NFC. Super Bowl rotates on a 3-year schedule between NBC, CBS, and Fox Sports. And while these deals make sense for the business to lock in revenue, for the viewers, they've created an expensive storm of confusion and frustration. And so it's not a huge surprise that many take to the high seas to watch their favorite sports teams. People are increasingly turning to search.
Like, why do they do this? We need to boycott watching sports for a little bit. What it sound like?
Sites that are, simply put, convenient locations where you can watch every live sports broadcast you could want to. And these sites are run by savvy teams of people who are dedicated to keeping them online. And the world of sports piracy is much more widespread than you may even realize.
Look at this. To watch some NBA. Monday, Peacock. Tuesday, NBC. Wednesday, ESPN. Thursday, Amazon. Friday, ESPN / Amazon. Saturday, ESPN / Amazon. Sunday, NBC / ESPN. I just literally peeped the dude's reply Monday through Sunday stream East. But who's going to... Why do we... It's ridiculous, bro. The NBA ain't that important. It's not that important. I'd rather miss the NBA game than pay for all that. I'd rather miss the NFL game and sports games than pay for all that trash. I'm going to be up on Stream East. Just like that comment said.
A recent survey found that while 89% of respondents paid for a subscription to watch sports, over half of those were still using pirate services on a monthly basis. 31% of respondents cited frustrations with local broadcasting limitations as the reason for why they turned to piracy. In the 2024 Super Bowl, an estimated...
Wait, what did I say? Privacy is almost always a service problem and not a pricing problem.
Reason for why they turned to piracy. In the 2024 Super Bowl, an estimated 17 million viewers tuned in to illegal streams to watch it, with over 1,300 different streams counted while it was live.
That's
and
hilarious.
Only 16% of respondents reported never using pirate services to watch live sports. Those are some stark numbers that cast a light on just how frustrating the world of live sports streaming is today. But looking forward, it's not all bad. Venue Sports offered a glimmer of hope. Designed as a platform to bring all the top leagues together in one place where you could watch it all live, the service's launch was sidelined in August of this year following an antitrust lawsuit. Alongside this, the way that fans actually consume sports content is ever evolving. Social media platforms have become go-to destinations for quick sources of highlights and recaps. Teams and even the leagues themselves have been consistently building out their social media pages and are consistently posting updates and highlights. It's now possible, for better or for worse, to effectively follow a team without ever watching a live game. Additionally, user-generated content has been gaining prominence and relevance. For instance, Jomez Pro single-handedly redefined disc golf coverage with their high-quality video productions following disc golf tournaments. And so many creators all around the internet consistently provide unique coverage, filling the gaps left by traditional broadcasting. So the world of sports streaming is at a crossroads, and decisions made in the coming years will shape how we as fans experience sports for decades. One thing's for certain, the passion of sports fans and our dedication to follow our teams will continue to drive innovation, whether through official channels or creative workarounds.
All right.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did...
Yo, W video, Matt Cole, bro. Never watched one of your videos, but this is pretty smooth. Got us updated on what's going on in the sports world with all these streaming deals, blackouts, and how illegal streaming is taking over sports. Yo, if y'all like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button for your boy. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be smooth, smoother than butter. Put some baby on you tonight. All right, I'll catch y'all.